Good morning. You're taking your supplements every night before bed, trying to do everything right, but you still wake up feeling tired or restless. Maybe you notice morning stiffness despite your nighttime support routine. Or your sleep feels lighter and more fragmented even though you're following all the wellness advice you've heard. If that sounds familiar, here's what you need to know. This isn't your fault, and it's not simply aging. There's a good chance you're combining two specific supplements at night that actually work against each other, disrupting the very recovery you're trying to support. A urologist-backed warning shows that these two supplements should never be taken together in the evening for adults over 60, and I'm going to show you exactly why this combination backfires, what happens in your body when you take them together, and the simple timing fix that lets each one work properly so nighttime recovery can actually happen. If you're finding this helpful, go ahead and like this video, drop a comment with your age and country, and subscribe so we can keep sharing practical senior health guidance. Why does nighttime supplement timing matter so much for adults over 60? Because the body doesn't just rest at night, it rebuilds, detoxifies, and rebalances. The deeper stages of sleep are when hormones like melatonin, growth hormone, and cortisol reach their optimal levels, when muscle tissue repairs itself, when the nervous system resets, and when blood vessels relax and recover to support vascular tone and reliable morning performance. Nutrient absorption and effectiveness are also tied to circadian rhythms. Some nutrients are absorbed and utilized more efficiently in the evening, while others work better in the morning when digestive enzymes and metabolic activity are higher. When you take the right nutrients at the right time, they support the body's natural detox and repair cycles. When you take the wrong combination at night, they can clash, block each other's uptake, or create side effects that fragment sleep and leave you feeling worse in the morning. The good news is that it's not too late to fix your supplement routine and start waking up feeling genuinely rested, steady, and strong. So, where do most people over 60 get stuck? The first trap is taking too many supplements at once without understanding timing or interactions. More is not always better, and stacking multiple nutrients at bedtime can overwhelm absorption pathways and create unintended effects. Another common issue is assuming that natural means safe to combine. Just because two supplements are plant-based or sold over the counter doesn't mean they work well together, especially at night when the body is trying to wind down. Many people also choose supplements based on marketing or what they see in ads rather than clinical evidence or personalized guidance from a healthcare provider. Ignoring how certain combinations can interfere with each other or reduce effectiveness is another overlooked piece. Some nutrients use the same receptors or transport proteins, which means taking them together diminishes how much of each one your body can actually use. And most critically, there are two specific supplements that many adults over 60 take together at night, often in the same pill or within the same hour, that actually work against each other or create unwanted side effects that disrupt sleep, increase nighttime awakenings, and reduce morning performance. The exact two supplements to avoid combining, why they backfire, what to do instead, and the best timing strategy are moments away. The two supplements you should never combine at night are calcium and magnesium in high doses taken at the same time. Now, both of these minerals are essential for bone health, muscle function, nerve signaling, and overall vitality, especially for adults over 60. Calcium supports bone density, muscle contraction, and cardiovascular rhythm. Magnesium supports muscle relaxation, deep sleep, nervous system calming, and blood pressure regulation. On their own, each one is valuable. But when you take high doses of both together at night, they clash for absorption in the digestive tract. Think of it like two people trying to squeeze through the same narrow doorway at exactly the same moment. Neither one gets through efficiently, and both end up stuck. Your body uses the same transport proteins to absorb both minerals, and when they're present in large amounts at the same time, they block each other. This means you're not getting the full benefit of either one, and you may actually be wasting money and missing out on the sleep and recovery support you need. Beyond absorption interference, calcium taken at night can be mildly stimulating to the nervous system for some people, especially those over 60 whose nervous systems are more sensitive to shifts in mineral balance. Magnesium, on the other hand, is calming and promotes deeper sleep by supporting GABA receptors and reducing overstimulation from NMDA receptors in the brain. When you take calcium and magnesium together at night, the stimulating effect of calcium can counteract the calming effect of magnesium, leaving you feeling restless, waking more frequently, or experiencing lighter, less restorative sleep. Additionally, high calcium intake at night has been associated with increased nighttime urination in some adults, especially men with prostate concerns, because calcium affects fluid balance and bladder tone. This creates a frustrating cycle where you're taking supplements to support recovery, but instead you're waking up multiple times to use the bathroom, fragmenting your sleep, and undermining the very benefits you're trying to achieve. The safer alternative protocol is simple and highly effective. Take your calcium supplement in the morning or early afternoon with a meal that contains some fat, because calcium absorption is enhanced by vitamin D and dietary fat, and your digestive enzymes are more active earlier in the day. Morning calcium also supports muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and daytime energy without interfering with nighttime relaxation. Take your magnesium supplement 30 to 60 minutes before bed on its own, or with a small amount of water or unsweetened herbal tea. This timing allows magnesium to support the transition into deeper sleep by calming the nervous system, relaxing muscles, and promoting the release of melatonin and the regulation of cortisol. If you're taking a multivitamin or bone health formula that contains both calcium and magnesium, check the label. If the calcium dose is high, above 300 milligrams, and the magnesium dose is also high, above 200 milligrams, consider splitting them or switching to separate supplements so you can control the timing. A sensible starting dose for nighttime magnesium is 200 to 300 milligrams of elemental magnesium, ideally in the glycinate or taurate form, because these are gentle on the stomach and highly absorbable. For calcium, aim for 500 to 600 milligrams in the morning with food. And if you need more, take a second dose in the early afternoon rather than stacking it all at once. Tonight's checklist looks like this. Review all the supplements you currently take at night and identify any that contain calcium in doses above 200 milligrams. Move those to your morning routine with breakfast or lunch. Keep your magnesium supplement at the 30 to 60 minute window before bed and take it on its own or with a small glass of water or warm unsweetened tea. Dim the lights in your space, put away screens or switch them to night mode, and commit to a consistent bedtime window within 30 minutes each night. Before bed, take 2 minutes to do a brief calf and hamstring stretch to release tension in the legs and signal to your nervous system that the day is over. Set your room temperature a degree or two cooler than usual, somewhere between 65 and 68 degrees, because a cooler environment supports the natural drop in body temperature that happens during deep sleep. As you lie down, slow your breathing to a 4-count inhale and a 6-count exhale for 5 or 6 cycles, letting your belly rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. All of this wraps into one smooth routine that supports the magnesium and avoids the calcium interference, so your body can settle into deep, restorative rest. Let's talk about the mechanism lightly, while always converting explanations into felt benefits. When you separate calcium and magnesium by taking them at different times of day, each mineral can be absorbed and utilized properly without blocking the other's pathway. This means your bones get the calcium support they need during the day when muscle contraction and nerve signaling are most active, and your nervous system gets the magnesium support it needs at night when relaxation and deep sleep are the priority. Avoiding the combination at night also prevents the mild nervous system stimulation that calcium can cause in some adults, allowing magnesium to work more effectively as a natural sleep aid by enhancing GABA activity and quieting excitatory signaling. Correctly timed intake is associated with fewer nighttime awakenings, less restlessness, deeper sleep cycles where the brain consolidates memory and clears waste, and a steadier, more refreshed feeling on waking. Think of it as giving each mineral its own window to shine, so your body gets the full benefit of both without the interference or side effects that come from taking them together. If this is making sense to you and you're realizing how many people might be making this same mistake, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss future guidance on smarter supplement routines, better sleep, and stronger mornings for adults over 60. There are 3 ways to approach this, depending on where you are right now and how much structure feels manageable. The simple version to try tonight focuses on avoiding the combination and adjusting timing for one of the 2 supplements. If you're currently taking calcium at night, move it to the morning and keep everything else the same. This single shift can make a noticeable difference in sleep quality within a few nights. The more complete version optimizes timing for both supplements and adds a brief wind-down routine. Take calcium in the morning with breakfast. Take magnesium 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Dim your lights, avoid screens, and do a short stretch before lying down. This version is for adults who are ready to create a consistent pre-sleep ritual that layers environmental support on top of the corrected supplement timing. The best version includes a consistent supplement schedule across the entire week, meaning you take calcium at the same time every morning and magnesium at the same time every night, and you track changes over the first 7 days by jotting down a quick note each morning about how you slept, how many times you woke, and how you felt on waking. Any of these versions is valid. There's no wrong choice here. What matters is consistency, because that's what trains your body to expect the support at the right time and unlocks better mornings over time. A few additional sensible cautions, and these are offered in a supportive voice because they're about personalizing this approach to your body. If you have blood pressure concerns, blood thinners, glucose issues, reflux, or if you're on diuretics or sleep medications, both calcium and magnesium can interact with those conditions and medications, so this deserves extra care and personalization. Magnesium can enhance the effects of blood pressure medications, making your pressure drop lower than intended, and it can also interact with certain antibiotics, osteoporosis medications, and prostate medications. Calcium can interfere with thyroid medications, certain antibiotics, and bisphosphonates used for bone health if taken too close together. Beyond calcium and magnesium, be aware that iron and zinc also clash if taken together, so separate them by at least 2 hours if you're using both. High-dose vitamin C can enhance iron absorption but may reduce copper and selenium if taken in very large amounts. The focus here is on the calcium and magnesium combination because that's the one most commonly taken at night and most likely to disrupt sleep for adults over 60. But if you're taking multiple supplements, a quick conversation with your clinician or pharmacist can help you map out an optimized schedule. This approach is not about fear or blame. It's about restoring smart, effective supplement routines so nighttime recovery actually works and mornings feel strong again. For adults over 60, there's a quiet confidence that comes with standing, breathing, and stepping into the day without hesitation, without dragging, and without the fog or stiffness that comes from poor sleep. That confidence is built at night, in the hours when your body does the work you can't force or manufacture during the day. You're not broken. You're not wasting your time. You're in a stage where precision and timing matter more than just taking more supplements, and when you give your body the right support at the right time while avoiding combinations that clash or block each other, it responds. The narrative around aging and supplements often focuses on taking more and more, but the smarter approach is taking the right things at the right time so your body can actually use them. Some frequently asked questions come up around this topic, so let's address them as we go. Can calcium and magnesium ever be taken together safely? Yes, in lower doses and earlier in the day when absorption pathways are less critical for sleep support. If your multivitamin contains 100 milligrams of calcium and 50 milligrams of magnesium, that's generally fine to take in the morning because the doses are low enough that interference isn't a major concern. The problem arises when you're taking high-dose calcium above 300 milligrams and high-dose magnesium above 200 milligrams at the same time at night. What should you do if you've already been combining them at night and want to adjust? Start tonight by moving your calcium to the morning with breakfast and keeping your magnesium at the 30 to 60-minute window before bed. You should notice a difference in sleep quality within 3 to 7 nights. Does splitting doses or using different forms help? Yes. Splitting doses can help if you need both minerals but want to minimize interference. For example, take 300 milligrams of calcium in the morning and 300 milligrams in the early afternoon, and take 200 to 300 milligrams of magnesium at night. As for forms, magnesium glycinate and magnesium taurate are less likely to cause digestive upset than magnesium oxide, and calcium citrate is better absorbed than calcium carbonate, especially for adults over 60 who may have lower stomach acid. How long should you wait between taking each supplement if both are needed in the evening? Ideally, separate them by at least 3 to 4 hours. If you must take calcium in the evening, take it with dinner around 6 or 7, and then take magnesium at 9 or 10 before bed. What signs suggest the combination is causing problems? Restlessness at night, frequent awakenings, needing to urinate multiple times, waking up feeling unrefreshed or stiff, and morning grogginess are all signs that your nighttime supplement routine may need adjustment. How can you track whether the timing change is helping? Keep a simple sleep log for 7 to 14 nights. Note what time you took each supplement, what time you went to bed, how many times you woke, and how you felt on waking. Patterns will become clear within a week. When is a brief discussion with a doctor or pharmacist a wise step? If you're on prescription medications, have a diagnosed heart, kidney, or bone condition, or if you're unsure about interactions, a quick conversation is the smart move. Let's talk about what to notice over the first 7 days after adjusting your supplement timing. Are you falling asleep more easily without the usual restlessness or tossing? Are you waking up fewer times during the night? Or if you do wake, are you falling back asleep more quickly instead of lying there for long stretches? Are you feeling more rested on waking, with less stiffness and more readiness to stand and move? Is your morning strength and step confidence improving, with less wobbling or hesitation in the first hour? Is your energy holding steadier through the afternoon, without the sharp crash that used to hit around 2 or 3? And is your mood a bit more even, less reactive, more patient with small frustrations? These are the early signals that your supplement routine is now supporting recovery rather than interfering with it. Most people notice at least 1 or 2 of these improvements within the first week, with falling asleep easier and waking fewer times being the most common first changes. At the 14-day mark, these changes should feel more consistent, reliable, and automatic rather than occasional good days scattered among bad ones. You should notice that the pattern is holding. Sleep is deeper more nights than not. Mornings feel stronger and more dependable more days than not. And energy through the day is steadier and more predictable. The improvements you noticed at day 7 should now feel like your new normal rather than a pleasant surprise. You may also notice secondary benefits that go beyond sleep, such as fewer muscle cramps at night, less bloating or digestive discomfort after meals, clearer thinking and better focus during the day, improved skin tone and appearance, and even better mood stability and emotional resilience. All of these are signs that your body is absorbing and utilizing nutrients more effectively now that you've separated calcium and magnesium and given each one its own optimal timing window. If you're noticing even one or two of these shifts, drop a comment at day 7 with your age, country, and the one change that stood out most after adjusting supplement timing. That single comment helps other adults following the same path see what's possible and gives them the encouragement to stay consistent. So here's what happens next. In the comments below, share your age, your country, and whether you were combining calcium and magnesium at night before watching this video. Let us know which step you're going to take tonight, whether it's moving your calcium to the morning, keeping your magnesium at the 30 to 60 minute window before bed, or committing to a consistent supplement schedule for the next 7 nights. If this information made sense and you want more practical, science-backed guidance on safer, smarter supplement routines and stronger mornings for adults over 60, go ahead and subscribe. Tonight is not just another night. It's the moment you correct supplement timing and begin waking up truly rested, steady, and strong.